Hello friends, the topic for today is how to select project topic in electronics and communication engineering and electronics and telecommunication engineering. Here, how do I select a final year project is perhaps the biggest and most essential question that every student have at the start of the final year. What is project? In a broad sense, a project is defined as a specific finite activity that produces an observable and measurable result under certain preset requirement. Then the importance of project work for students cannot be overstressed. Project-based learning is important to individual and organization growth. In today's video, you will learn key things to be considered before choosing project topic. Let us start. Welcome to our channel Engineering and Technology for You. The topic for today is how to select project topic in electronics and communication engineering and electronics and telecommunication engineering. What is project? Project differ from other types of work. For example, process, task, procedure. Meanwhile, in the broad sense, a project is defined as a specific finite activity that produces an observable and measurable result under certain preset requirements. So requirements are given first and accordingly we have to carry out the project. According to the PMBOK, that is the project management body of knowledge, which is the important body for the project management. A project is defined as a temporary endeavor with a beginning and an end, and it must be used to create a unique product, service or result. So here we have to understand this definition. It is a temporary endeavor with a beginning and end. So we should have the end for the project, and it must be used to create a unique product, service or result. So that is very important. You have to understand this definition and go ahead with the project selection. A planned set of interrelated tasks to be executed over a fixed period and within certain cost and other limitations. So always any project will have the cost limitation and other limitations. So you have to carry out the planned set of interrelated tasks. Okay. Then let us see what are the approval of topic. Which topics will be approved? The topic should be related to real life applications in the field of electronics and telecommunication. You are all familiar with this field now. You have to develop a real life application. Then investigation of latest development in the specific field of electronics or communication or signal processing. These are signal processing, communication, these are the developing fields. So if there is any latest development, you can do the investigation based on that. Then investigation of practical problems in manufacture and or testing of electronics or communication equipment. So if you approach any industry and they tell their practical problem, and if you solve it, that will be a good project topic. Then microprocessor, microcontroller based project is preferable. So there are so many topics in this. Then software development project related to VHDL, communication, instrumentation, signal processing and agriculture engineering. So the hardware description language based, you can develop a project based on that. Or instrumentation, agriculture engineering. So related to that, if you do some software development, that will be a good project. Then interdisciplinary project should be encouraged, because if you are doing some interdisciplinary project, you will learn from that discipline, from other disciplines. Then let us go to the next thing, that is assessment of project. Now, first you should know what are the different criteria for assessment of the project. Then only you will be able to select the topic properly. First is innovative idea. So your project should be coming from the innovative idea. It should be innovative. That is very important because this is the buzzword now, innovate. Then depth of understanding. See, whatever you are going to do during your project, first you should understand what is to be done. It should be clear to you. You should have clear understanding of the project. So the examiner will do the assessment based on the depth of understanding and your involvement in the project. Then the third is application. What is the direct application of your project? That is very important. So that will be one factor for assessment. Then individual contribution. Now, project work is done in a group of 3 to 4 students, but then the examiner will also see the individual contributions from the different members of the team. Then presentation. Presentation of your work done is very important in assessment. If you present your work with some innovative way, that will be give you more weightage. Then grade given by internal guide. So internal guide is with you throughout the project. That's why he will be assessing you on daily basis. So that is important. Then let us come to the project domains. Now there are so many domains. We'll just talk about the domains in short. First is embedded systems. This is a preferred domain by most of the students. So you can do a project based on different microcontrollers, the PIC AVR or 8051 variants of 8051. Now this PIC and AVR, they are very popular in the industry, and there is a lot of support in terms of the platform or ID and other things. So you can choose the project as per your application, and you can choose the particular microcontroller based on your application. Now for this I will be releasing another video in future. Then the second topic is Arduino based project. Now Arduino is an open source electronics platform based on easy to use hardware and software. So here there are so many boards from this Arduino, Uno, Nano, and there are so many other boards. So they are very easy to use, and you can develop a application based on those boards and do the programming. There is a special programming environment for Arduino. Then next domain is VLSI digital design. VSDL and Verilog based project you can do in this field. Take any application and you can write the software, do the simulation and other things. Then digital signal processing, digital image processing. This is a evergreen field. You can choose the language for programming and accordingly you can do the project. Then wireless. Now this wireless domain, it is nowadays everything has become wireless. So you can choose the particular wireless technology and develop an application based on that technology. Then robotics. Nowadays, robotics has become a very popular field, and to that the addition of say AI, machine learning, these things, they are making the robots more intelligent and smart. So if you are going to do some project in this field, that is additional advantage. Then another field is electrical PLC SCADA, that is for the automation. This is again, this field is also open to all of you. Then Android based project. Nowadays this everybody wants to control anything with the mobile, so you can do a Android based project and control your appliances with this Android mobile. Then Internet of Things, IoT. Now this is upcoming technology, and it is going to be, say, Internet of Things means the devices are connected to the other devices. So it is a Internet of Devices. So based on Raspberry Pi, that is the platform, you can choose Python language and do the project based on this. Then instrumentation, particularly the virtual instrumentation, this also is a good domain for project work. Then simulation projects based on LabVIEW, MATLAB or Simulink or other simulators are possible. Then this side we have shown some of the fields which are the AI, artificial intelligence, machine learning, cloud computing, web-based project. So they are also open for you. Then let us go to the benefits of project work. The usefulness of project work is that it enables the student to be methodical and approach to solving the research problem. So project work makes the student to cease to depend on the rule of thumb, but to be scientifically minded. That is very important. Then project work enables the student to be more organized with his work and do things in a orderly manner, because within the say limited time you have to complete the project. Then project work in a good industry can add additional weight to the CVs and help them to get a good job in the core industries. So that is very important. Then a good project can give them an additional advantage if they are planning for further studies in abroad. So there you will be asked about your project. Then help to enhance and develop employability skills, that is the soft skills such as teamwork, problem solving, critical thinking, etc. So these are the benefits of project work. So you have to be careful while you are choosing the project. Then selecting a good project. So these are the filters: reality check, expertise, complexity, duration, cost. So if you put everything from this, the final product will be your good project. So how do I select a final year project is perhaps the biggest and most essential question that students have at the start of the final year or final semester. We wish there was a simple answer to this question, but the truth is there is no simple answer. So let us just see some of the key things to be considered before choosing the project. First is reality check or feasibility study or feasibility check. Then second is students' own expertise or interest. Then third is complexity. Fourth is budget for the project and duration of the project, availability of hardware and software. So these are the 6 points which are to be considered before choosing the project. Let us see what is reality check. A natural tendency is to look for a project ideas or concepts that are extraordinary and really innovative. right? So this is general tendency of the students. Students can sometimes go into science fiction mode and start thinking of unrealistic ideas. So that is what we have to have the check for this. Students should always be realistic about the ideas, and as always the idea is to consult an experienced person when in doubt. So whatever idea you get, don't directly try to implement it. Consult an experienced person, maybe your guide or your teacher in the department, and then discuss with them and then go ahead with that. So that is the reality or feasibility check. You should always see the feasibility of the project. The time for completion is limited, so accordingly we'll have to choose the project. Then students own expertise or interest in a project topic decides students passion towards the work that drives the project work and related work. So they will be keen to know more and more if they are interested in the given topic at hand. So it is better to check if there is some project domain that you are already familiar with. So that is the best thing. It is best to stick to a field that you might have some previous experience. Maybe in if you have attended certain workshop or internship during the summer or winter vacation, or you have done some in-plant training in a company or in an organization. From that you have gained some knowledge, so you can take a project related to that. Then complexity of project. If you choose a complex project, you may not complete it in time. So it is best to select a moderately complex project to start with and then add features to the project if time and other resources permit. So firstly, you keep the complexity moderate, and then you can go on adding the features to the project. Then budget of the project. The budget of the project is always the criteria that students and their team should consider when selecting the project for engineering, major engineering project. Make the correct guess, and if you can't, seek assistance from different fellow experts or mentors. So this is very much important, because if the project you are going for an innovative idea and a project which is very costly, out of budget, then it will be not possible. So also add the cost of preparing project reports, that has to be added to the total cost of the project. Then duration of the project. A completed and working project on the day of the final project demonstration, this is the ultimate aim of any final year project. So it should be working and completed in all respects, but that is possible only if the students select a project considering the time that is available, and students will be using software tool that they have never used before. So generally this is the tendency. So time should be allocated in the project plan for learning the tools to be used. If you are choosing a platform which is totally new to you, it will take time for you to learn that platform. Then availability of hardware and software. This is also something that students take for granted at the start of the project. Students should be careful and see if the software and hardware needed for the projects are readily available in the institute or in the market. So if not available, how to approach for procurement of the hardware and software, they should know this. And how much time it will take for them to procure the hardware and software. And compatibility of software with the desktop computer or laptop in terms of system configuration requirements and operating system. That is also very important. You have to check this compatibility. Otherwise, it will not be possible to run the project on the laptop or the desktop within a very short period. Then portability of hardware for demonstration. So this is also very important. if your hardware is not portable, then it will be very difficult for you to carry it for the, say, demonstration. If you are participating in at different places for the project competition or for the examination, it will not be possible to carry the hardware. So you have to see the pointers. Then lastly, what is IEEE project? So this is again one of the thing every student has to know. But IEEE project is actually a project based on a IEEE research paper. As of today, IEEE is the biggest technical organization in the world. IEEE is the hub of most of the research and development that is happening in the areas related to departments like electronics and communication engineering, electrical engineering, computer science, IT, etc. Hence, IEEE is common resource where all the latest developments are documented as IEEE papers. So, you can, of course, you have to understand the paper, and then only you will be able to do a project based on this IEEE papers. So with this, we come to the end of this video. If you have any questions, you can find me at Facebook, Twitter, or Gmail, or Instagram. Then if you like the video, press the like button, share with your friends, and subscribe to our channel Engineering and Technology for You. Then if you want to get notifications for future videos related to project work, you can press the bell icon. Then thanks for watching. Have a nice day.